We in an elite caliber of hip hop here. This is an elite spectrum of hip hop. This is why you are able to do the Super Bowl. And speaking of the Super Bowl that's coming up, isn't it interesting that after Usher had all his drama with Keke Palmer and all the women that he was, whatever the word is you want to say, finessing, I don't know, you guys tell me, that now all of a sudden he gets the call to do the Super Bowl. And I don't know if some of y'all saw yet. Did you see the interview that Usher did with Shannon Sharpe? I was expecting so much more from that interview. That was the most boring and basic interview I've ever seen. Now, again, no disrespect to Usher. I really respect Usher. I've been listening to him since the 90s as well. But I thought that they were going to go into more detail about, I mean, with everything that's going on the internet right now with the Diddy parties. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong, y'all? Am I right or am I wrong? Thank you for the likes coming in on TikTok. I see you guys agree with me. Let's get this up to like 5,000 likes. For those of you who are watching, come on. We got over 100 people up in here. That's good for me. I'm good with that. I'm telling you right now, man, we're talking about the elite form of hip hop. And like I said earlier about Usher, that interview was just so bland. And then the interview that he did with 21 Savage, it's like now that Shannon Sharpe did the Katt Williams interview that went viral, that went multi-viral, now everybody's like, oh, you know what? I think I got to go on Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe don't ask no questions. Let me tell you guys something real quick about the Katt Williams interview. But it was like, everybody's like, oh, since Usher, I'm sorry, let me go back. Katt Williams did the interview that went multi-viral. Now all these artists, especially black artists, are like, oh, I think I should go on Shannon Sharpe then. But he ain't asking no questions. If I were them, I would be saying I should be on Joe Rogan. Just like if you guys do your research, just like Katt Williams said in the interview. He actually said in the interview that Joe Rogan won't put him on and that he wants to be on Joe Rogan. And some of you rappers are so dumb that you go on Shannon Sharpe instead of Joe Rogan because he had the viral interview with Katt Williams, and it's just boring. It's boring, man. And let me tell you the difference. The reason why the Katt Williams interview was so exciting was because Shannon Sharpe didn't say anything. If you guys would go back and you really watch that interview and you study it, because you see, I do journalism, so this is why I know these things. Maybe I should pull it up on YouTube because, you know, when I talk about these things, I like for us to be able to see visuals as well. So when Katt Williams went on Shannon Sharpe, right? Let's see if we could just pull up the original image, but probably not. When and can we get the likes up on YouTube a little bit? We need to get some more likes up on YouTube here. This is ridiculous, man. We're killing it on TikTok. Thank y'all on TikTok, man. Y'all are the best, man. We hit 5,000 likes, and we're at almost like over 100 people watching right now on TikTok. So I really appreciate y'all, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The reason why the whole Katt Williams interview, I'm here with y'all, TikTok. Don't worry. I'm still here with y'all. The reason why the Katt Williams interview was so epic was because Shannon Sharpe just let him go. He wasn't really asking him any questions. He wasn't asking any questions whatsoever. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's why that interview went so viral. But then when you see when he had 21 Savage on there, and then he had Usher on there because they went viral, then all of a sudden it was like, oh, so what are we going to talk about? Oh, we'll just talk about whatever. We'll talk about this and that. Now, I understand Usher's move in going on Shannon Sharpe. I understand it. You know why? The reason why he went on Shannon Sharpe was because he's getting ready to do the Super Bowl. And Shannon Sharpe right now is trending. He got the hot interview with Katt Williams. So I understand why Usher went on Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe is also, let's not forget, a football player. I just want to pull up the images in case you guys didn't see it. I think the interview just came out a few days ago. So, yeah, I understand, Usher, why you went on Shannon Sharpe. I do. It makes perfect sense. But I got to say, that interview was so boring to me. I was actually expecting to hear more of the Diddy parties. I mean, come on, man. Can we admit that Diddy is trending right now all over the internet, or he was trending all over the internet? I mean, don't people want to know more details about what happened at those Diddy parties? Did you know Cassie? What was going on? Do you think that was true? Was Diddy really doing that? Oh, come on, man. You're going to tell me that Usher's PR team basically said, hey, you know what? Okay, we're going to do this interview because it's right before the Super Bowl. Oh, not to mention that Usher's album is dropping the same day as the Super Bowl. How strategic is that? Yes, I watched the interview. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all, man, I do my homework. Thank you, AB, for the universe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Usher, very strategic. I understand why you went on Shannon Sharpe. But what I want to say, though, is that the interview was very boring. You didn't talk about the Diddy parties, which is what a lot of us want to know. You lived with Diddy. You were in New York with Diddy. He was your mentor. You grew up basically with him. He taught you the ins and the outs of the business. I mean, if you guys think that this interview was dope, y'all need to go watch the Howard Stern interview with Usher. That interview, the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes that they put on YouTube of Howard Stern, I felt was more exciting than the hour of the Shannon Sharpe interview. And this is not to knock Shannon Sharpe or throw no shade. Hey, he's doing his thing. I understand the power move. I just want to say that this interview right here was an industry move. This was not a move of like the Katt Williams that was authentic and genuine. And that's what's just so funny and so sad about this industry is that some people will be like, oh, wow, he went viral. Wow, that interview got how many millions? It got over 30 million views in like 2 days? Shit. I need to go on that show, dog. And then you go on that show and then you talk about nothing. So, what was it like when you were in high school? I mean, I understand you got to ask those questions, but then what were the other generic questions that were being asked? Like, so, what inspires you to be the pop star that you are? Yo, get up out of here with those basic ass questions, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, those are the same questions that he would have asked Katt Williams. Katt Williams didn't go on the Shannon Sharpe show to be interviewed. He went on the Shannon Sharpe show to say his message. And that's why the Katt Williams interview was so powerful. Now the rest of these dudes, and like I said, no disrespect to Usher, no disrespect to 21 Savage, and no disrespect to anybody that came after Katt Williams. I'm just trying to say that I believe that a lot of y'all are just riding the coattails now. Y'all just riding the coattails of what's hot. Because y'all didn't talk about nothing. Let alone, let's fast forward past the Diddy parties. Let's just talk about Keke Palmer. I mean, that was what sent everything into a frenzy. The whole drama with you and Keke Palmer to the fact to where you even did a video with her called Is That Your Boyfriend? Y'all ain't going to talk about that in the interview? Wait. You have an interview with Usher and you're not going to talk about why you did a video with Keke Palmer when she just had a baby? Can we get the likes up on YouTube? Can we get the likes up, please, on YouTube, por favor? And thank you for the likes coming in on TikTok. I appreciate y'all. We got to make sure that people are following us on both. Yo, you didn't talk about that? Oh, I know why they didn't talk about that. You know why they didn't talk about that? Because Usher, you're getting ready to do the Super Bowl, and we got to keep it PG. We can't talk about the Diddy parties, and we can't talk about you being around other men's baby mothers and being flirtatious with them. We can't talk about that. You know what I think Usher's response was to that? Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. That's my brother for real. That's my nigga for real. That's what he really said. Okay, I see you, player. I see you, pimp. Can we go a little bit more detail into it, please? No, Shannon Sharpe didn't ask none of those questions, man. So, did you play any sports when you was in high school? Yo, man, that's all I heard. I didn't hear nothing in this